Hello, everybody. I am Jessica Emery, the happy CEO that helps female entrepreneurs scale their businesses to 7 and even 8 figures. Yes, this is my passion. I actually wanted to take you guys downtown with me today. I am opening a brick and mortar space for my Happy CEO Co. that I am so thrilled about for this year. Perfect unfolding because it's January, of course. But things got kind of chaotic and crazy with the electrician and the noise and all the things. So I am back here and back at it for a short video today. I just wanted to talk about the 3 ways that you could start this January your online business. And they are 3 ways that take different periods of time. So one is you can spend some time here on YouTube and literally, go down the rabbit hole with YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube, as you know, which is amazing, and I love it so much. I actually watch YouTube over TV these days all of the time, but certainly you can learn anything you want on YouTube. It's just that it's kind of all over the place, right? Kind of disjointed when you want to learn something, and people kind of give you the frosting, not exactly the ingredients of the cake. So, but it's a great place to start. So if finances are, something for you right now, you're not looking to invest. We know that people can find the money for the things that they want and desire. But if you're not wanting to invest right now, then you can take the longer path and just start on YouTube. But the next step, number 2, would be for you to purchase a course or courses. This is when you're going to start to get into the ingredients, right? That's the framework, the blueprint of how to do the things. But you're still going to have to log in and spend the time, get on your computer and designate time to do it and to implement it. And the thing that happens with that sometimes is that you question yourself. Either you don't make the time, you question yourself, and or you're like, I have no idea how to do this. Like, even though it's telling me how to do it, I don't know how to do it. And you don't have somebody to bounce ideas off of or get help. Now, I personally have consumed so much content. So I have bought more courses and programs than I even know what to do with. I've also invested to put myself in masterminds and rooms with other people, which is so much more powerful, which is where we're going with number 3. So buy courses and programs, but what happens is a lot of times, and I see this even from people that have come into my world, things that I have online, is people start things, they get super excited, they start them, and then they drop off. And personally, that's happened for me with programs that I have purchased as well. I just get bored, right? I want someone to be with me. I want to be in a room collaborating. I want to be talking to other people about those ideas. I want to be held accountable. And that's why number 3 is the number one. I feel like, yes, 1, 2, 3, we're on 3, but this is, in my book, the number 1 way to freaking fast track things. It's like you invest in a vehicle to get to where you want to go, right? So yes, you have to invest like a vehicle, but it's going to go so much further because you're going to get a return on your investment. You don't get that with a car, right? A vehicle, it actually depreciates. But when you invest in yourself, in a mentor to help hold you accountable, to teach you the things, to come up with ideas and brainstorm and keep you in the energy and the excitement of where you're going and what you're building, that is second to none. Second to freaking none. There are options if you don't want to do a one-on-one mentorship investment to plug in and put yourself, in a mastermind. Pull up a seat at a table with other female entrepreneurs in a mastermind, because that is super powerful too. And that is something that I have done many, many times. But make sure you're plugging in to groups, in rooms, finding yourself a mentor that is doing what you want to do successfully, has already gone through the motions and done the things. Make sure you do your research there, because that's where I've seen, a lot of people invest and then get discouraged because they like the person, but the person maybe hasn't done the thing, so they don't get what they're looking for. And then they feel jaded by the entire thing. So just do your research when it comes to, finding and, like I said, hiring a mentor. For me personally, and I want you to just know that this is possible, because it was even mind blowing for me, someone that has made millions of dollars in business, over the years. I did not realize that there are coaches and mentors out there that are doing $1 million months and $1 million days in the coaching space, in the online space. Some that don't even have, a degree necessarily in something, which is mind-blowing not, but here's the other point, is that you don't need a degree. So when I moved into the online space as well, I thought, oh my gosh, as I was like coaching, mentoring, and being asked by many, I was like, I need to do a coaching program. Like I need to have a certificate, a degree, right? Because I had my dental hygiene. I went to school for 2 years. After 4 years of undergrad, 2 years dental hygiene, 4 years dental, then residency. I had degrees like all along. So I just assumed I needed another degree. You do not, because coaching and mentorship specifically is what I love, is you take your experiences and where you've been and what you've done to help somebody that is a few steps behind you. That is all that is required. You can help someone so much with their expansion. Again, for me, I really believe in this energy and the excitement, like the frequency that you calibrate to that person you're with. I've seen this with my clients. They've exponentially grown like as humans, and then like money follows your excitement, your joy, your happiness. Like abundance just flows in. This is part of the manifestation sequence. You have to meet it where it's at though. If you are living in a scarcity and lack state and pinched off from everything because you're like, you know what, I can't afford it. I can't do that. I don't have time. Like excuse after excuse. I do not do excuses. I find the things that I desire in life, I always find a way to invest in, and everything comes back tenfold. Like everything comes back. Like things pay for themselves. It's amazing. And once you see this start to happen, like you really trust it. You're like, well, I'm just moving with the impulse. And I've always moved with the impulse of my heart and my intuition. Always. And that's why I'm actually in the online space now as well, because you're like, right? Like, why would I have left a very successful business? I was working under 24 hours a week and making far over 7 figures in that business alone and running another business, like loving it, like making vacations when I wanted. Like being an entrepreneur is such a wonderful thing. It's so exciting being your own boss. Like I've never known it any other way. And I encourage so many people to step into it. But of course you need the confidence, and you need to trust yourself, and you need to invest in yourself, period. Like end of story. I have always invested in myself with personal development, always, next to all of the continuing education that I've done along the way. And that has been the number one thing that has literally catapulted me to where I am. So number 3 is investing in you for mentorship from somebody that has been there and done the things that you want to do. The rocket ship to the freaking moon, where the sky isn't even the limit. There is no box, you guys. Like there is no lid. You are a multi-dimensional, like infinite being with infinite possibilities. It's just mind-bending, the possibilities. And in my world personally, I am all about the fast track. And like, why would you waste another minute when you only get like X number of years here on this planet? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to travel and see the world? What, if you have children, like, what do you want for them? Like leaving your legacy. Do you want to become an author? Do you want to coach, like I said, and mentor, create programs, or what do you want to do? Do you want to host retreats, like fun retreats? Like they could be yoga, anything, whatever you love to do. Especially like even as a passion, that can become a business. There is an offer in that. One of my clients who is still a practicing dentist, but now her other business is built, and she has clients like that are paying her in her other business as well, and she'll be graduating into that business full-time for sure. When we met, she felt that was a hobby, or had to stay a hobby, because she had to do what she was schooled to do, or what her degree said she should do. And degrees do not define us. Like we are told as we, are growing up, that we have to in these paradigms, in these boxes, like stay within a box, play within a box. right? And it just, we end up, a lot of us, feeling locked into that. And that's why I've even struggled in the online space speaking to just one thing, because there are so many things I do, especially with my clients. It's like, I'm not going to say, well, I'm just a branding and marketing coach, when I can help anybody with business. I mean, you name it, personal growth development, energetics, like mindset, money, all of it. And if I don't have an answer, which, like I said, none of us have all of the answers, I will source it. I will find it. I will find that person. I will get the connection for that person. And so, like I said, everybody, there is something for everybody, but I don't like to niche like into a box. Like when I start coming down into a box, I actually had invested a lot in a mentor once, and she was just like, you need to niche. And I was like, there's no way. I felt like I was suffocating. And so that's okay. I just want to tell you, if you're feeling that way too, but find a mentor that can help you with your messaging, because it is your messaging that's going to communicate to your soul aligned people out there to find you through social media. And that is how I've grown all of my companies to multi seven figures, is literally utilizing Instagram, really. And I used YouTube all these years too, but not specifically like I am using it now. So right now I am showing up and I'm here for it. I thought today I was going to do a short, but we're here and I've just already done 11 minutes. So I'm going to bounce on out of here. But just to kind of recap today, we're talking about the 3 ways that you can start in the online space. It's 2025. What are you going to do? The future is absolutely positively moving into online. And the reason why I have a brick and mortar right now, though, is because after 4 years of being in the online space, after 3 years of having brick and mortar businesses that were creative and fun and amazing, I personally miss like human beings in real time. And I want my clients to have kind of a place that they can come to. I was actually just looking at a table, this awesome like working table to put in there, and a TV with like this gorgeous champagne gold frame, so that when my clients come in for VIP days, they come in, like I said, we can have that as a landing pad for the photo shoots we do and everything for their brands. And we can do like business days, like, oh, so good, so exciting. It's like in the heart of Charleston. It's the most beautiful space. And I personally need that. Like, I'm willing to invest. I've always been willing to invest, and I will continue to, because I know by investing in me, like for me, for others, it comes back for all of us. And so for me personally, I need this and I want this and I love this. For somebody else, they'd be like, oh no, like I love working, like this is my home office. Like I love working from home. I want to be at home. And certainly that would save a lot, right? Expense-wise, that would save a lot. You could take that money and do so many things per month, just the rent alone. You could go on vacation, you could, get 2 mentors, or do whatever it is you desire. But anyway, this is going to be like the spot, the space, because with my clients moving forward, when they come in, they fly in and we go out and all the things. But I want to be able to take someone's dream, someone's idea that's on their heart, and literally execute. Like they come and we can literally take the photos, get the sales pages, even get a website up and running, social media strategy, and get everything going so that you literally can leave Charleston and lock and load your first client, like out of the gate. And to me, like I haven't seen anything out there like that for speed, and I freaking love it. So I want to go all in, create an incredible, amazing experience for the women one-on-one that come into my world and come to Charleston. So the space, I am building it out accordingly. I'm so excited. It's been months in the work. I've got so much artwork actually sitting over here I have to frame, but I'm so pumped. So anyway, I will be back with some more episodes. If you have any questions on, starting a business in the online space, please drop them in the comments below. I would be happy to do a video on them and respond to your comment. So stay tuned, because this is where we'll be going in this series, if you will, in this 365 2025. I will be leaning more and more into the online space, because even though I do work with clients that are in brick and mortar, and I've had brick and mortars and I'm going back to a brick and mortar, I still believe fully with my heart, because I've done this, I've seen it, and I know it. There is nothing like creating something in the online space that works and brings you in revenue, income, passively. One. Two, if you have a family, you are able to spend like so much time with them. I will never, like, the time I've had with my children over the past 4 years I've been in the online space is so incredible. Like, when I was working in brick and mortars, I never saw my kids. I had a full-time nanny. And fast forward to the last 4 years, which were the prime years, like 13, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15, primo prime years for conversation, sitting down at the dinner table. Like, those are the memories. This is life. So look at your life. What does it look like right now? And what do you desire? Are you in alignment with how you're showing up every day and what your life looks like? And do you desire more? Because if you do, you design it. You're the architect. You're the creator, the designer. Like, it's your movie. So what do you want to do differently? And if you don't know how, you can start with one of the 3 things I've given you. You can start on YouTube and search it up. Exactly that. Like, how do I, right? You can search online again for, how can I, XX, whatever, and find a program. Or you can be like, boom, she's done the thing. I want to do it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to figure it out and find a way. Because we find a way to make things work. The things that we absolutely want, we find a way. You know it, I know it. And freaking get on the rocket ship, because it's only January. Your life could look completely different a year from now. So if you like this video, please hit the bell, the subscribe button, however it works here. I look forward to seeing you in all of the future episodes.